Giants, taking a lot of damage. The rest of the team is coming, though. And they decide to give. And this is the reason. Sylvanas here in the top lane, continuing to push. They're going to give relatively free clear here in the mid lane as well. Leo will need some help clearing bottom. But for the most part, they're okay giving that camp for a couple number of reasons here. 27 stacks on the sill. 6 globes, by the way, by the Hungry for More. That is a completable quest, by the way. You can complete that after 1,000 globes, so stay tuned. We'll see how that all plans out. Ooh, I'm so really surprised Snag didn't full commit there. I think he could have. He did have his unstop available. We do see Haunting Arrows. Nice hook there onto... Who is that? Sylvanas. Excuse me. Well done by Mojo there. Immediately disengaging with that W. Nice hook on to Syl. Again, able to get out just in time. 37 to 34. Slightly ahead is BeagGen. As Gibbs is going to be able to get this turn in here. Ooh, Randy Newman's here. Really surprised to see him not stepping up. I don't know what he's waiting for. What is happening? Hello? Is he waiting for Rotek back down? And he must have smelled blood in the water, because now he's going around. Interesting. Really surprised I didn't see him go on that hook. Just misses. In the spirit of opening day and in the honor of Bob Euchre, just a bit outside. Oh, I miss him already. Red team almost getting a full turn in here bottom. Leo's gonna have to E out. He does. And while red team was almost getting their turn in, BeagGen able to get the first objective here. Let's see if my prediction was correct. Both teams gonna be level 7 here at roughly the same point. Web Weavers are descending. And Mojo has to go bottom to deal with Gibbs. And this Leo pushing. Looking for an engage. Does find the Hanzo. But he's able to get out of there just in time. But Wodo E's forward. He's that double E, and that's going to get you... Oh, he's not double E. What? I missed what pulled him there. And that is best case scenario for the little buff boys. They're able to get a free clear here in the top lane. They're going to lose a little bit mid, but you're not that upset because you could have lost a heck of a lot more. Oh, are they engaging on this? Yes, they do. They do find Peter Wiggin. Hustler going to complete that quest, but look at how much damage is being done to the bottom tower here, to the mid lane, almost completely going down, despite getting that kill. Owl hitting Garrosh directly in the face. Sylvanas only at 27 stacks, though. How much damage, out of curiosity? Not a ton, yeah. And it looks like Mojo going to be able to successfully get their turn in here. And red Web Weavers will be descending for the little buff boys. Leo continues to body the bottom lane here. See what we have going on here. Garrosh eating owls like it's his job. They're gonna get a throw the... Oh no! Instead they peel off to save the Sylvanas, who's caught out yet again. So many resets here from Randy Newman. Both games, the Maiev play has been really strong. But he's gonna need some healing. Just like Genji would say, I need healing. Nice jump, sleep connecting to the stitches. And despite having much more wave clear, red team gonna get a lot of value here top. But the forts will stay relatively healthy. They're looking for a sleep. They get the Imperious. They're pulling him all over the damn place. He's gonna be able to spear over the wall though. Well done by top gen. But unfortunately he will go down. Wono diving in. We do have an Entomb available. Rips two people here. Gibbs with a beautiful Entomb. The Silence Arrow as well. And it's a disaster for the little buff boys, as their level 10s now just populate. Sonya is running down the bottom lane as best they can. Let's take a look at our level 10 ults for both teams. We did see a little bit of these already. We saw the Entomb with the Wailing Arrow over the top of it. Nano Boost, Decimate, and Containment Discs. Excuse me. I'm running out of steam. We have Gorge, which I anticipate will be used here shortly. Wrath of the Ages, Shadowstalk, Dragon's Arrow, and Leap. Beautiful stab and an arrow coming in. It's a nice throw by Shenanigans. He's got 19 gems, though. If he dies, you're going to be sad about it. It's a nice disc from Randy Newman, though. And because of that disc, it looks like the chase is off. Sony getting the back camp for their team. We see the, who's that? That's the Maiev going for it. Red team gonna have a scary push here in the mid lane. Stitches is a lot more of a threat at 13, and he's not far away. Leap is available, but no arrow, no Starfall. Or it's Shadowstalk, excuse me. Red team maybe looking for a pick in the bottom lane. And Olive was flying by. Only 3 gems need to be turned in, as you see Gibbs trying to step up to do that. Blue team slightly ahead in XP and overall turn, thanks to that nice team fight they had top. 41 in kills in favor of BeagGen as still comes down, and Blue Web Weavers will be descending. Leo gets a turn in bottom. And now potentially looking for Mojo. Okay, no, they're not gonna go for it. Hanzo does have the level 1 completed, so it does have a lot more wave clear here, able to clear this out. It's a nice sleep, though. Randy Newman looking for an engage and finds 2 people here, but immediately getting gorged. Will he get saved? Yes, Garrosh able to save there. Beachy Man with a huge, or excuse me, that's Mojo with a huge leap. But right into the spell armor, and really didn't do too much damage. And now as they ping the Tehran mercilessly, she gets silenced. And the Web Weavers are descending like crazy. They try to kidnap the Leo, which is unfortunately the one target that can actually get back through the gate. Gibbs, with 500 HP in a dream, gonna live through that engage. Like the play there by Top Gun to go for that. And now Maiev should be stepping up here looking for more, instead hitting the sidewall. Nice sleep there by the Ana onto Hanzo. Beautiful pull from Beachy Man, though. The ally hook coming in clutch. And it's oops all forts for the blue team. If I've learned anything about these 2 teams in this series in particular, is it's not over till it's over. This is the first game where El Classico has had an early, rather significant early lead, where in games previous in 1 and 2, Little Buff Boys have come out swinging. I mean, they had 4 kills, I think, within a minute in the last game, so they do have turn in it again. Beachy not quite able to get the hook out, and now with this turn in, it could be oops all keeps. But the waves aren't necessarily in their favor, despite having all the forts down, so let's see what they decide to do here. Beachman going to be looking for a hook as well. Not quite connecting this time to Wono. Yeah, in both these waves, I mean, this is really good for Little Buff Boys. The only wave that's really a threat is this bottom wave. You see Lilo peeling off right now, but we're going to look for a hook here. This time, do catch it onto Garrosh. This should be a kill. I don't think you're going to be able to get that and stop down. I mean, he does, but he's just doing damage to the building as best they can. Yeah. Great hook there from Beachy. Because of that, not a lot of damage to be done. I mean, I think it's sus to sit in any bush if you are going against the Stitches, but I've been proved wrong before. Alright, now with a little bit of momentum, they're down 1 level, but that really shouldn't matter a whole lot. Considering they have a Stitches comp and they're just looking for hooks for the rest of the game. Naisha's was used there. It's auto attack build from the Leo. Red team needs to get a turn in. They got 76 gems. And I think if you're BeagGen, you're kind of okay just letting them turn. If you're BeagGen, you are fine with them turning. I don't remember if I said that in the right order. Are they going to sneak a boss? No. They super checked to see nobody's on boss. And it was confirmed. Giant Slayer now going to provide a lot more pressure to the Garrosh, or really just the front line in general, from this El Classico team. It's just going to be looking for a hook. I mean, the vision here is kind of insane. I do like the idea of having multiple ways to give vision for your Stitches. But you are just kind of on the smallest map on history, so it's like, just keep throwing hooks and eventually something's going to land, right? And BeagGen seem very content, like, just trying to get 20s. They're not trying to play anywhere near where this team is showing in lane. They're doing bottom camp, they're soaking some lanes, they're hiding behind towers. They're playing very conservatively, which, arguably, the right call. For me, I'm bored as hell. But, arguably, absolutely the right decision here until they have 20s, until they can get Silence and Tomb, and have a lot more kill pressure with their level 20s. Right now, this is the chance for little buff boys to come back into this game with these hooks, with this turn in here. It looks like they're going to be able to get this bottom turn. Their waves aren't in the best shape, but I think you just kind of need to get the ball rolling. You need to get some XP. And maybe you can get a hook, Stitches hook here as well. Not quite landing to the other side, but yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for. 44 globes from the Stitches. It's 7-2 in kills. BeagGen slightly ahead on that count. And it looks like they're looking at the Sonya bottom here to see if they can try to get a pick. Now, obviously, Leap is available, but let's see. Looks like the Leo is going deep. Gonna be able to leap out, potentially. Leaps out to the left! Interesting. Okay. Wait, we have a Nano Sylvanas, which is really funny. Oh, now Tehran caught out a little bit. Unstoppable is used, and this time we have a hook onto Leo, who I think is probably dead. Maybe not, though. No, he's super dead. No, I lied. He's super dead. But 2 for 1, and one of them is a Leo. He's basically not a person. And while they are clearing, we can update that Gibbs kill death total to 5 overall. Right? Is that his first death? Yeah. Okay. I think it's only 5. Good news for the red team. They are able to get the top fort. They are able to get the mid fort. So they're going to clean up some buildings here. And they're pushing bottom. Where's the Leo right now? Leo is not quite there to... what's up for real? Leo's going to have his level 20s. He's going to have Silence and Tomb available. And 2 levels down yet are the red team. And it's going to be really tough to defend this. I'd like to see... I'd like to see BeagGen either like force boss or at least push these lanes out a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, having this wave be so far back, and there's no pressure here at all. Is he going to get the Entomb off? He does get the Entomb off on Hanzo. But the fight, I don't know. They're going to try to get a kill anyway. Arrow connecting to the Garrosh. And Anna abducted by Imperius. And yeah, unfortunately they tried to force and it just didn't go their way. And this is going to be another free clear here for the little buff boys. Looking for another hook is Beachy Man. Good jump there by Randy Newman. candy. Got home in time to catch the end. Yeah, luckily it's been a very, very long series. Ooh, this is a nice wrap around here from Sonya. She does have Leap available. Gonna be going in onto the Garrosh, I assume. Hook again, landing onto the Leo, who's just getting farmed here post 20. Is he gonna be able to get out? Okay, they use Leap on it too. And that's gonna be their level 20s for the red team. But they lost a keep for it. So worth, maybe? I don't know. Probably worth. Red team does have turn. Their waves are pretty trash. Like to see blue go get their hards out. They're gonna run the boss though? They're gonna boss and turn? They are, and they're showing in wave too. Blue team's gonna know this is on boss, and Leo is up. Leo's gonna be up to defend this. Their burn on this is not great. They only have a Hanzo and a Sonya. But I don't think they get here in time. Yeah, I guess they're just gonna give this and turn. Okay. They're gonna look for this Imperious though. There's a Silence Entomb. Are they gonna try to throw people into the Entomb? Good arrow into the back line. Leap this time used. It's Hell in a Cell for the Linehouse. And we do have Nano used on Sylvanas, but she's stuck in a cage. Beautiful active reload. Leo will fall. And while boss continues to push, Camp also pushing down here in the bottom lane for BeagGen. Enemy spotted. Another owl flying through. Red team gonna try to get a turn in here? Oh, they hit a sleep onto the Peter Wiggins. He's looking. I don't know what this is going to accomplish, though. Snag and Lion are trying to force something here, but their DPS are an absolute Narnia, and Mr. Hustler is farming right now. Does he have another throw available? This time, Silence Entomb is here. And that's so much damage. Randy Newman looking for a beautiful disc in the backline. Really well played there. Arrow's going to connect. Are they going to be able to save Peter Wiggin? The black arrows should be here to turn this off. They should be continuing to press forward here. Maybe even looking to end? I don't know. I think you could just... I think it's just all oops, all keeps. Yeah. They're going to stab Gibbs here. Oh, he's going to live. Good leap this time. Sonya immediately getting rid of the cage. And with the nano boosted Syl, the Sonya is the first to fall. Great sleep there by Linehouse. They're looking to end. Again, a beautiful cage onto the healer here by Maiev. We see an Entomb onto Hanzo. It's being pinged mercilessly. But Mr. Hustler, he's not fucking dying. He finally does die. The owl almost killed everybody. And it can't end, I don't think. The Stitch is going to be up here in a second, and Tyrande is actually doing so much damage. The owl kills it. Oh no, no hook! Oh, wait, don't get hit by that. Okay. Anna is going to die. Yeah. What is going on? Surely that owl doesn't kill. Okay. Leo's just going to full back. I don't even think he needs to. I guess he's going to be up in 6 seconds. Yeah, he didn't necessarily have to, but... We have entered late game. Late game tomb. And both teams are very far away from their objectives. I guess all the waves are pushing right to left to right now, so... Little Buff Boys are going to have the next opportunity to get their turn-ins. But Hanzo is not a hero right now until he gets a couple more stacks of his auto. 55 globes from Stitches. Here comes another owl to hit Snag in the face. Nope, okay, he missed. He missed. Are they... What? What? Why are they holding this? I gotta ask what the thought process there was for holding this. Were they just gonna, like, wait for the turn-in and then cap it? Boss is up in a minute. The owls are kind of a double-edged sword right now. You don't really want to know where the Stitches is, but you know it's going to be where the healer is, and you can see where the owl is coming from. So the owl is kind of giving away the position most of the time of where the Stitches is potentially looking. Now Stitch is going to get 9 gems in. Everybody's starting to turn right now. And red team going to get their full turn in here, potentially? No. There we have a hook onto Maiev. Snag misses the stun. But we do have jump, and it's a 3-man entomb now. Silence as well being used. It's a double silence. Everybody getting really low, though, for the blue team. Hanzo doing so much damage. Mojo in the backline as well, killing the Ana. And now the Abduct is also going to kill the Garrosh. Or not the Garrosh, excuse me, that's the Maiev. And after a 3-man entomb, somehow, red team is able to survive. They still have all of their gems. I guess you turn in here, but this feels really bad because the Spider's going to spawn here, Spider's going to spawn here. The mid lane is going to be the only lane to get any sort of value. And again, we have another bloodbath, 17-14. I forget how many kills were, how many deaths we're up to for Gibbs. Let's just add on 3 more. I think it's been like at least 3 more. So, whoops. 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay. All gonna connect. Yes, sir. How much damage does Tarant have? It's got to be getting up there. 37. Okay. More than the Imperius and Stitches, and honestly the Sonya. But yeah, the middle web weaver, which is the one that was supposed to be doing the most, is already cleared up. This top one is going to kind of pit her out before it gets to the keep. But I think, yeah, they all need a full back here. And one Stitch's hook could be the difference in winning and losing this game for Buff Boys here right now. I think they have a potential, if you get a couple of hooks, could scam a win out of them. Right now, Garrosh looking to move forward, just immediately gets... I don't know how this is going to play out. Here's an arrow. Gonna miss. They pull him back. Everybody is putting damage onto Linehouse. It's a nice sleep, but he gets woken up immediately now. Here comes... Here comes the nano heal Sylvanas. But Gibbs is getting really low. Will be the first to fall for the blue team, but it's a 3-0 in favor of BeagGen. Linehouse is going to have to back. Hopefully the owl could kill him, I think, at this distance. And are they going to try to just full send boss? He's slowed. Oh. Healer now available. Snake getting really low. Hanzo's doing his best. And yeah, I mean, they kind of had to force something here because boss just ends, but it was close, honestly. It was really well played by Hustler. He did everything he could. Tron's gonna back. An owl might kill Randy Newman. Oh my god, that'd be funny. Okay. We have Katas here in the bottom lane. 3 Katas and a giant wave need to be dealt with immediately. Tarand is not going to be able to contest this, and they just need to slow play in the top lane here, and they should be able to win this. 21-15 in kills. We have another 27-minute game. One of the longest 3-game series. Oh, but they immediately get a hook on the Ana! And Ana, I think, is just dead. No, but the hook misses, and they get the Entomb, so it's not for nothing. What a throw from Shenanigans! Linehouse somehow miraculously lives! And BeagGen El Classico. Even after an incredible hook there from the Stitches, able to somehow save the Ana. GG's come out. What a game. What a series. 27-27 in the game 1. 27-21 in game 3. And that was something, man. Hanzo, top damage for their team. Syl, played by one there. Pretty close, not pretty close behind. 20k is a pretty substantial difference. A little bit of a healing diff as well. Lack in healing, make up for in the damage category. Tyrande, the second highest damage dealer for their team. Leading away in XP, Leo, and Hanzo as well. Hanzo mostly because of the level 4, right? Which is ignore all distractions. Yeah, makes sense. What a game. What a series. An hour and 50 minutes for 3 full-ass games. And I mean full. And I mean of-ass games. Oops. I want to do this and paste and do this. And I'll go over here, and blue team comes out on top. Holy smokes. I will go say hi to them, see how they're doing.
Hello.
Hello.
You were able to get back in after you disconnected?
Somehow. I only disconnected very briefly. And thankfully it let me back in right away. Otherwise I was going to be really, really sad.
Yeah. Do you love these 30-minute games?
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, first off, congratulations. I'm really happy I cast this series because it was a lot of really weird things. It was very good maps. It was a very competitive game. There was a lot of action, but I am a little tired. So I can only...
died 8 times.
And Gibbs died 8 times. So I can only imagine how you guys are doing. You know, there's honestly too much to talk about. I'm trying to just think of a couple of moments. Why were you guys holding, I think in game 3, bottom camp? Why were you holding bottom camp? Were you gonna like let them try to turn in?
Yeah, I was waiting for one, our team to group up, and two, since our lanes were pushed up, I was thinking that since they took the Knights, allowing them to push up, having the Giants going out there means somebody has to go help with Giants, which means we now have a 5v4 at minimum, or at least at maximum, to clear Knights. So
okay.
that way it's a free clear on Knights.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were gonna wait like the whole time for them to get a turn in or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like having the lane controls that way, because basically the game at that point was trying to somehow get a fight where it just had to come down to a team fight. That's all it was. It was just a team fight, and they have the Stitches and they have all this vision with Tyrande and Hanzo. So like our best bet is catching them off guard with somebody having to back for a lane.
Sure.
So I don't know, that's all I was thinking of.
I mean, a couple of notes here. Garrosh was 3-0 tonight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which is pretty interesting.
Just barely though.
I mean, yeah, just barely. You know, they ran a lot of double front line, which I think you guys handled really well. Ana was 2-0 tonight. You could call it 3-0 if you consider getting banned a win, which I think in some cases you do.
Wait, did we win tower?
Yeah, no, we lost towers.
Oh, you lost towers. Garrosh is 2-1. Okay.
That was game 2.
Yeah, okay.
1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, towers wasn't intense.
Yeah, Towers
Honestly,
was...
all of them were. I mean, game one. What even was game one?
Game
BOE.
1 was BOE that went...
The crazy end game fight that we were all separated out for. I almost died.
I spun and I
Linehouse
won.
almost died.
Yeah,
almost died.
Hogger spins were really good. The turning point in that game was the rotation from Hogger. From the top lane down bottom. They all went into that bottom lane, and you had a really nice horde pull down there. And the Mosh was actually good as well for the setup. I think you ended up dying to the Junkrat bombs.
Yeah.
But kind of died a hero. The two you guys had a really nice engage between the two of you, and I was really impressed by the Maiev play all night. I think there's something to be said about just kind of hitting the Maiev combos and hitting the resets, and there's something about being able to do that while getting really impactful containment discs. And I think Randy Newman did a really, really good job of that pretty much the entire night. So hats off to him in those couple of games. Linehouse onto Haka in game 2 was, again, incredibly impactful. I was really impressed with the amount of tongues he landed. He really tried to throw the game by losing to the Imperius. But
Yeah,
you guys...
that threw the game, honestly.
Yes.
He had to go top and get his altar. If he got one of his altars, he thought it was bottom. He thought it was like right there in mid and also bottom.
Oh,
not too top.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer for you guys.
I mean, it's still coming down to an 0-3 type of deal, and like fighting over that last altar on their side, brawling there. So I mean, that was also just, especially with how we started that game, which was just
4-0 immediately.
Yeah.
And you guys,
really fight back on that.
But the Haka dug with no HP. He thought he was fine.
He in fact was not fine.
He's like, we're like, hey, do you have? We can still fight this because you have dig. He shows up. We're like, wait, you have no health.
Like, when did that happen?
Little bit of role swapping. That's fun. We get a nano boosted Sylvanas, which you don't typically see. Whatever if that was a thing. The entombs were good. The deaths were better. The save that you had. The save you had on Anna with that last hook gorge combo was wild.
I was kind of hoping she would die, honestly.
Very impressed to see you get the ally throw there, and then the 3-mana tomb, and you had Silence and Tomb from level 10, but then actually having Silence and Tomb and then having another Silence over the top of that was really good.
Yeah, that was a misclick. That was supposed to be mind control.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured.
Mind control in draft because Tyrande. I'm pretty sure Tyrande 16 cannot heal that, but also, or cleanse it. I mean, I'm pretty sure, and then we could fish for kills like they would with Host Stitches.
Yeah,
that was our plan. But then a misclick happened. I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, it all worked out ultimately, but I'm tired. I'm gonna go not talk for a while. Yeah. So congratulations, you guys. That was a really fun cast. It's gonna be an entertaining watch back, I'm sure. But hats off to you. If you got any shout outs or comments you want to make, the floor's yours.
Shout out to my favorite little blue dude for casting us.
And
shout out to the team. Basically, yeah.
Shout out to the other team. I mean, those were all 3 very, very intense games. Very, very close. So that was very fun. Honestly, I think we're all mentally tired from that.
Yeah, I kind of went through it before the cast, but I was looking at just Div A in general, and Little Buff Boys have 13 points. They're in second place. The 10th place team has 9 points. So literally one match, you can go from 10th to second. But we're halfway through the season, so really, really competitive Division A. Brain Cell Mates is quite far ahead, but you guys will be now in second place, actually, tied with Little Buff Boys after tonight. So
ain't no way.
Oh, wait, 3 points, right? You get 3, they're at 14. Yeah, 14. So yeah, you'll be tied in second place. So maybe we'll see you guys again.
Now we can start memeing, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, yeah. Now you don't have to try, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, except for you can immediately go down to 10th with 2 losses in a row.
Yeah.
Snack, stop ruining the moment. Offlane Anna will happen.
Sometime.
Oh, spoilers.
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
All right. GG's, guys. Have a great night.
Good night.
GG's, thanks.
Oh, lordy. What a match. That was fun. Congratulations again. BeagGen on Classico. 2-0 over Little Buffets. Boys, excuse me. My brain is fried. It's been a really long day. I'm out of here. Thanks for the sub, Daddy Camshaft. Miss you too, buddy. Good to see you for real, as always. Friends, yes. I'm eternally blue. Be good to each other out there, huh?